One night, Blake had a very special dream. In his dream, he was walking along a beautiful and peaceful beach. The sky was a breathtaking mix of light blue, red, and gold as the sun slowly began to set. The sand was white and soft like flour, and with each step he took, he left behind a small set of footprints. In his dream, Blake was not alone. By his side was Jesus. As they walked along the beach, Jesus was very quiet. Although he said nothing, his presence spoke louder than any words could. Blake's heart felt peace and calm simply by being with him. As they walked together, Blake began to see something in the sky. Suddenly, a large screen appeared before him. As he looked closer, he saw scenes from his life being projected one by one, like drawings telling his story. He saw all his birthdays. He saw himself playing at school and having fun with his friends. He saw every moment when he could not stop laughing from so much joy. He also saw the day he learned to ride a bike with the help of his dad, and every snuggle and hug he ever received from his mom. He saw all the times he felt happy, safe, and loved. In each of those joyful moments, Blake saw two sets of footprints in the sand, his own and Jesus's, walking beside him, sharing his joy every step of the way. But soon the images changed. Instead of the joyful moments, the screen began to show the sad moments of his life. The day he felt deeply disappointed after receiving a poor grade on a test. The moment he cried silently in his room because he felt sad and alone. He saw the time someone said hurtful words to him, and he felt mocked and humiliated in front of his whole class. He saw all the times he was afraid, insecure, and did not dare to tell anyone. He also saw the day he was so sick he had to stay in bed all day and could not go outside to play. Then Blake looked back at the sand. This time he saw only one set of footprints. He felt a terrible pain in his heart. Why did Jesus leave me? He thought. In those moments when I needed him the most, why did Jesus abandon me? But at that moment, as if the wind could speak, Blake heard a soft and gentle voice within him say, "Blake, those footprints you saw were not yours. They were mine. In those moments when you thought I had left you alone, I was carrying you in my arms. That is why you can only see one set of footprints." Blake closed his eyes. He felt deep peace. Imagining Jesus carrying him in his arms was like a warm hug to his soul. Thinking that he was always there, even when everything seemed dark, brought him so much joy that he no longer needed to see in order to believe. From that moment on, every time Blake felt sad, afraid, or confused, he remembered his dream of the beach, the footprints, and the invisible arms that held him through every moment of his life. Blake understood that it's easy to trust in God when everything is going well, when the sun is shining and joy seems to abound without end. But on difficult days, when everything seems dark, our hearts are broken and our faith is shaken, these are precisely the moments when Jesus is the closest to us. No matter what we experience or feel, Jesus is close to the brokenhearted and never abandons those who suffer. Remember, friends, Jesus has carried you in his arms more times than you can ever imagine. There will be moments when you only see one set of footprints in the sand. Do not believe the lie that you are alone or that Jesus has left you. You only see one set of footprints in the sand because Jesus is carrying you during a moment when you are too weak to walk. He knows life can be heavy sometimes. That is why He has big, strong arms to carry you and your burdens when they seem too heavy to bear. You are in His arms, close to His heart. Trust that He will carry you through the storm.